Friends, I've explained to you before that in order for Australia to come into existence, a number of colonies that were here on the continent had to agree together that they would work together to create the Commonwealth of Australia. They needed a document that would underpin, it would be in fact the foundation for the nation for the next 2,000 years. It was going to be the platform on which Australia would exist. And so back in the 1890s, for about a decade or so, people met together in the capital cities and they discussed what the clauses would be in this document that would define how we operate and function. This is our foundational document for the nation of Australia. And the people themselves, before they agreed to this document, made a very interesting insistence. They said that they wanted to see God in our Constitution. Now that's strange because the American Constitution makes no reference to God, and that would be considered quite a Christian nation. So the people in Australia said, no, we want God mentioned in our Constitution. And so that's what they did. And in fact, the very opening paragraph of this Constitution, in the preamble, the very first words that the Australian people said to define what they were doing, they said, whereas the people of New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, Queensland and Tasmania, humbly relying on the blessing of Almighty God, have agreed to unite in one indissoluble Commonwealth. And so here the people are defining themselves as humbly relying on the blessing of Almighty God. The most Australian thing you can do is to be humbly relying on the blessing of Almighty God. That's the very opening of the foundation of our nation. So this is what the people said. They said, we the people, humbly relying on the blessing of Almighty God, have agreed to unite in one indissoluble Commonwealth. Now, we've inherited this Commonwealth of Australia, and so we, as the people who now hold this in trust, are automatically required to be a people just like this. We the people from all around the world, humbly relying with faith in our hearts on the blessing of Almighty God, our Father, have agreed to unite, hand joining hand in one indissoluble Commonwealth for the good of all. We the people, humbly relying on the blessing of Almighty God, have agreed to unite. Whoop! Let's try that again. Have agreed to unite. Did you hear that? Have agreed to unite. Oh dear, that's a problem. Whoa! Well, look at Casey right now in the lead up to the election. We've got the people from the left fighting with the people on the right fighting with the people on the left. We've got the Greens, we've got special interest groups, we've got everybody out to say, what's in this from me? And they're actually pushing and shoving and competing for the future of Casey. We're supposed to be like this. We've agreed to unite in one indissoluble Commonwealth for the good of all. Casey is suffering like so many places, where those that wish to control the people have got them fighting with each other, losing community, losing their sense of security and their identity so that they can be pushed around. And I won't stand for that. We are a people who agreed to unite. And as your representative in Casey, my intention is to foster that community spirit all over again, that we can agree to unite no matter how different we are. Look, that's how the nation was formed. Different states in different places with different things that were important to them agreed to unite in one indissoluble Commonwealth. Commonwealth means for the good of all. And that's where Casey's future lies, as we work together as a community for the good of all. So as your elected representative, I stand for the Australian Federation Party, but the party only asks me to be your representative, to take you and your concerns to Canberra, to bring the best of Canberra back into Casey, so that we can have the best possible future. But I need you to agree to unite. Huh? I need you to be able to work together for the good of all, instead of pursuing your own little petty thing, the thing that's important to you, and trampling on other people in the process. Our future in Casey depends on us working together, taking the best of Canberra to nourish the best of Casey, to give us the best future. That's what I'm on about. I'm Chris Field, and my campaign is Chris for Casey. And I want your vote on polling day so I can fulfill the vision of the people who created Australia. Would you vote for me? I'd really appreciate it if you would. Thanks.
Authorised by G. O'Rourke, 101 Collins Street, Melbourne 3000, for the Australian Federation Party.